guys, Dave Moore, iDaveMoore.com, coming at you with a topic today on what to say to people when they ask you, why do you have so many weapons? Why do you have so many self-defense weapons? Why do you carry a gun? Why are you so prepared? Etc. Short story that I tell people is, look, I'm responsible for my own self-defense. And during times of a critical incident, I am the one that is there. I cannot rely on anybody else to protect me. As you know, humans are very selfish. Most of us are out there for our own. We watch our own back before we watch anybody else's. Now, there are people who I have their back 100%, but the reality is you are going to protect yourself and watch your own back first, and the majority of the time. Now, there might be the exception. So I tell people, look, I am responsible for my own self-defense. The human race has been responsible for their own self-defense, for our own self-defense, since the beginning of time. We've always made weapons, we've always made tools, and we have always fought each other, fought against each other, and protected ourselves in whatever aspect you want to look at it, whether it was the caveman days, the days of the Spartans, etc. We have always been responsible for our own self-defense. Then going into it, I always bring up the Constitution. This country was founded off of some key morals, some key values. And in the Constitution is the Second Amendment, the right to keep and bear arms. And most people will get it. Yeah, it's a constitutional right. I do not need the government telling me that I cannot carry a firearm. All of us in most states are able to carry a firearm, and that is just Americana. That is how we are in America, and we are known throughout the world for that. So I always bring that up. Now, you might run into your liberal hippie types that just don't get it, and that's fine. Some people just aren't going to get it, or they aren't going to agree with you, and there may or may not be anything that you can say to them that will sway their judgment. You can bring up the whole thing, a good guy with a gun beats a bad guy with a gun. You can bring up all of that, but sometimes it just won't stick. If your family is the ones that are asking you this and they're saying, well, why do you have so many weapons? Why do you prep so much? I think a lot of it comes from the persona or the aura that preppers get. Now, I am not a prepper by any stretch, but what's out there in the media? We've got doomsday preppers. You have doomsday bunkers. You have all these shows that show like the 1% of people who are preppers. And it tends to kind of give a bad name to the rest of us who are prepared, because they all think that those people are crazy. And by their own standards, by many standards, they kind of are crazy. They do some crazy stuff on that show, and that's just how it is filmed. That is how it is portrayed, how it is edited. And they might be crazy or not, but the end product of that show is, yeah, they're pretty fucking nuts. So I think a lot of people kind of pair us with that show, and they kind of all group us into that same category. Moral of the story is, I'm just straightforward with people. I am here to protect myself. Self-defense is a human right. I have the right to protect myself, along with I have the right to carry a gun. And all of these tools, all of these weapons help me prosper in that aspect. Not only in regards to self-defense, home protection, things like that, maybe with a firearm or maybe with some other type of weapon, but in a survival aspect. You never know when shit is going to hit the fan, and we need to be prepared for that. Now, like I said, people on the show might be a little prepared, maybe even over-prepared, if that's what you want to say, but having a survival kit, having some skills and knowledge is always a good thing. And I just tell people that. I don't turn it into, hey, you're an asshole for not agreeing with me. Well, people are entitled to their own opinions. It's just that a lot of us survivalist type people, including self-defense, concealed carry, and just going out into the woods, with a compass and a map and a hatchet and just trying to live out there. That's something that humans have done ever since humans were brought about. Ever since humans evolved into what they are, we have done that. And through evolution, we have been able to make better and better tools, to make better and better weapons, and to just get smarter, ultimately. So the end statement really is, why do I prepare? Why do I have so many self-defense weapons? Well, because you can never be too prepared. And preparedness is a very, very important thing. It's human nature. That's what we do. I don't argue with people. I don't call people names. Some people will agree, some people won't agree. And if you bring it to them in that type of tone, maybe they'll understand. But at least they know who you are as a person. That's just something that you do on the side. And not to mention, prepping, being a survivalist and concealed carrying and having that lifestyle, it is pretty fun. I mean, it's a hobby. It's something that we enjoy. So just like some people like to go camping, some people like to go to the movies, well, we like to have weapons and tools and practice our skills on that. It's just something that's fun. It's something that is very useful. It's a lot more useful than collecting stamps. It's something that can preserve us as a race, as a species, rather, in the long term. If you have those skills, if you have those tools, then you're well better off. Let's face it, we have been making tools out of sticks and so on for thousands of years. And just now, we have some better tools that we can take advantage of. So you might as well use them to your benefit. So moral of the story is I really don't tell people a whole lot. I kind of tell them that. I bring in the Constitution. I bring in being just a human right to protect yourself. And some people might think you're crazy. Others will definitely agree with you like I do. And it's just really the end thing is it's a hobby. It's a hobby that's very useful and it's fun. And it's your responsibility to protect yourself. It is nobody else's responsibility. The police will be there after the fact. You are there now, and during any critical incident, you are the one who needs to take responsibility for yourself. So hopefully that helps. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know, but that's just my opinion on the matter. And moral of the story is just tell people that. Like I said, they're either going to agree with you or not. So keep shooting, guys.